I'm going to be showing you 8 secret strategies that when you apply could reverse any disease or condition you have going on right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Jason Craig. I'm a female weight management coach and I work specifically with busy mothers and wives over the age of 40 to help them create a body that they're proud of right from home. And in today's video, I want to start this video a little bit different than I do. I want to start this video with a story. Now, there was this lady, her name was Jessie. And Jessie was a struggling mom. Jessie was trying to get things in place for her kids. And Jessie would do these side hustles, but it seems like the income was always less than her expenses. And one day she began to question herself. She said, hey, listen, what can I do that will bring in some extra income that would really help to ease the burden that I'm going through right now? And after doing some self-thinking, Jessie realized that she was an awesome cook. Everyone used to tell her about her food was off the chain. And she decided, listen, why don't I open a restaurant? I'll call it Jessie's Kitchen, and I'll do some food just right here in my downstairs, make it really easy, make it really simple. And that's what she decided to do. She decided, I'm going to open a restaurant, and I'm going to serve food. And she started, but the restaurant just wasn't picking up. Persons would come, mostly family and friends, and nothing really to talk about. Until one day, an old man came into her restaurant, and he saw her there, and he could tell that something was going on with Jessie. So he walked over to her, and he asked her, what's really going on, Jessie? It looks like there is something on your mind. And Jessie was like, I've tried everything. I've tried hustlers. My friends told me I was good at cooking. I decided to open this restaurant, but it's just not taking off. It's just not going the way I wanted. And the old man said, listen, don't be discouraged. I used to be a restaurant owner, and I had 10 successful chains in the city that I was at. And the secret to this is to create a signature dish that persons love. And I admire what you're doing, so I'm going to give you that signature dish. And so he sat her down, and he said, this is the signature dish that my grandmother used, that my mom used, and that I've used to open 10 successful restaurants. I'm now retired, and I want to hand it over to you. And he was very specific. He said, listen, get a pen and paper. I'm going to give you the ingredients and how to prepare it. Now, I want you to pay close attention because this dish only has 8 ingredients. And I want you to follow it exactly like I give it to you. Don't try to add or take away. Don't try to get fancy. Just do exactly what I said. You promise? Just said, yes, awesome. Right now, I'm desperate. I'm willing to try anything. So she got her pen and paper and she began writing it down. Now, when she realized how simple the ingredients were, she was like, are you sure about this? He said, trust me, just follow the ingredients as they give it to you and you're going to get amazing results. So Jessie decided, you know what? Let me just give this thing a try because nothing else was working. She thanked the old man. He walked out the store and the next day she was ready. Now, as she was in the kitchen, she stuck the paper up where she could see it and she began putting together ingredients exactly how the old man told her. And even though she was a bit hesitant, she decided to not try to get fancy, try to add anything or take away anything. And so her first customer walked in and she wanted to make sure that this really worked. So she decided to test it on him. Her first customer was John. John was an old childhood friend that lived right on the road. She said, John, I'm just trying out this recipe. I want you to just taste it for me. Tell me what you think. Just be honest with me. So John decided, John got the meal. He sat down, he dug in. And when the first bite went in, John was like, wow, Jessie, what is this? Now, Jessie wasn't sure if that was a compliment or if that was a concern. So she asked him, what's wrong? John said, Jessie, this is the best thing you have ever made. She said, John, come on, stop playing with me right now. John said, no, I'm not playing with you. This is the best thing that you have ever made. And she said, are you for real? Okay, no problem, John. This one is on the house. All I need to do is go and tell 2 of your friends, and I want them to come and try, and let's see what happens. So John went on the road. He got 2 of his friends and told them about Jessie's new dish. And so they came up, purchased the new dish, and they sat down, and the exact same reaction. It's like, wow, Jessie, what is this? This is the best thing you have ever created. And Jessie realized then and there that she was onto something. And then the word began spreading around the neighborhood that Jessie got a new dish. And friends, family, foes, everybody began to come into her restaurant to test out this new food. One day, her friends was like, Jessie, you have a hit here. But this is missing something because we got to make it more modern. We got to make it a little bit more attractive. I know so much things that we can do. In fact, I've just finished a course on culinary arts, and I think that we can really improve this. So her friend decided to sit down with her and give her some tips on improving that recipe. And Jessie, forgetting the words of the old man not to add anything or take away anything, went ahead and began improving on the dish. Now the next day, the results were apparent because the customers was like, Jessie, something is wrong. It doesn't taste like it did yesterday. And she was like, okay, maybe that's just a one-off. And then customers kept coming back over and over and saying the same thing until the end of the day, one of the customers came up and said, Jessie, whatever you did to this recipe, don't do it again. And she was like, no way. And then she remembered the words of the old man, don't add anything or don't take away anything from this recipe. And she decided, you know what? I'm going to go back to the basics. I'm going to follow the recipe as I had it before, following the same 8 ingredients. And that's what she did. And the next day, customers came back and they were pleased. Jessie's restaurant took off so much that it became one of the top restaurants in the town. And even governors, prime ministers, and presidents came to dine at Jessie's restaurant. Needless to say, her financial situation changed. She was now able to take care of her kids and pay for her kids right up to university. Now, I open with this story to bring to you some concepts. When it comes to health, our bodies are similar to Jessie's special dish. There are 8 doctors, as we like to call it, 8 doctors that once you follow these patterns, once you follow these doctors, you are going to get optimum health. And here's the thing, I could almost guarantee you that whatever your health condition is right now, you are missing either one or more of these doctors. And before I actually tell you what those doctors are, let me ask you something. If I sent you right now a brand new food processor made by Kitchenware, and you wanted to find out what was the best voltage, how often should I use it, what should I put in it, what should I not put in it, who would you consult? Obviously the manual or the manufacturers of Kitchenware, because they'll be able to tell you exactly how to operate this device to get the most out of it. When it comes to our human bodies, who do you think we should consult in order for us to get optimum health? Obviously the Creator. Now I believe, and this is my personal view, that we human beings were created by a superior being called God. Now the principles I'll be teaching you is based on that belief in a superior God who created us and know exactly what we need to function. Just like the manual for the kitchenware, we have a manual, and that's the Bible. And those contain the 8 doctors that we can use to achieve optimum health. And the 8 doctors are pure air, sunlight, rest, abstemiousness, exercise, proper diet, the use of water, trust in divine power. Once you follow these 8 doctors or 8 laws of health, you are guaranteed to achieve optimum health. And like I said before, you show me your health problems right now, and I'll show you exactly which one or more of these 8 doctors that you're missing. In fact, this is the exact same principle I use when persons come in for a health consultation. We go through these 8 principles, and every time the cause could be pointed down to the absence of one or more of these doctors. Now over the next few weeks, we're going to go into these different doctors one by one, and I'll show you exactly how this whole thing works together. And once you begin rebuilding and repairing, you will find that optimum health is achievable. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below one thing you learned from this video, and more importantly, don't forget to share it with a friend so that they too can enjoy the benefits of this video. Again, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in our future training. Jason Craig here, female weight loss coach. Have yourselves an awesome day.